Hello everyone, and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Thank you for stepping into the circle. Today I wanted to jump on and give you a quick energy update because there are a lot of big energies happening, a lot of big changes and transformations. For those of you who don't know, on November 8th, we have a multi-cosmic event that's happening. So not only is it a full moon, it's also a blood moon, and we have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, all in the middle of Scorpio season that is in full swing. Scorpio season is going to be a time where emotions are going to run very high. There's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. This is a really good time for those of you who are trying to connect more spiritually or on a more spiritual level, or work on your spiritual gifts, work with your spiritual guides. This is a really good time to do that because it's a very auspicious time for deep energies, okay? Scorpio season also takes a very deep dive into the deepest part of ourselves, our inner work, our inner healing, our inner emotional work. And so between Scorpio season and then all of this stuff that's happening with the moon, there's a lot of changes happening. For full moons, most of the time full moons are a really good time to get clarity on things. So during new moons, a lot of the time that's when like new ideas are being formed. You're starting new actions, new thoughts, and you're kind of running with them. During the full moon is when a lot of those thoughts come full cycle into action, or you actually see like the fruits of your labor, or you see the fruits of your hard work. A full moon is also a good time for clarity to come. It's a good time for meditation because a lot of awareness will come to you on a lot of different aspects that maybe were hidden from you, or different areas of your life that maybe you were confused about, or you were uncertain how to move forward. The full moon energy, when it's in full swing, brings you a lot of clarity. It brings you a lot of self-awareness and a lot of awareness in general about where you currently about where you currently are at in your life. A blood moon is going to dive deep into our inner healing and emotional work. It's going to really put an emphasis on the spiritual and deep-seated side of us. It's going to ask us to really think about what is the most important things in our lives. What do we really want moving forward? What new beginnings do we really want to create for ourselves? And the blood moon is going to really put an emphasis on balance. So there may be a lot of triggers coming up that are trying to teach you to balance between your masculine energies and your feminine energies. And when I say masculine and feminine energies, I don't mean like male or female. What I mean is masculine energy is more of the logical, thought processing, action taking side of your being. And then the feminine side is more of the emotional side, the nurturing side, the thoughts and the feeling side of things. Finding balance between those two is very important. Finding balance between your higher self and your lower self, finding balance between the light versions of you and your darker sides is really important because you can't have one without the other. First off, that's one of the laws of the universe. But secondly, if you understand your darker sides and you understand where your shame and your grief and your anger and things come from, if you understand the darker aspects of yourself and not only understand them, but learn to love and accept those parts of you, you will then be able to really control your thoughts and emotions in an abundant way, because your darker tendencies or darker sides of you will not be able to control your higher self or the way that you feel or think and perceive information anymore, because you'll have a full understanding of who you are and have an awareness that allows you to create new abundance in your life and move forward in a different way. It allows you to learn from your karmic events. It allows you to bring new energies in, and it allows you to understand not only what you want deep down, the things that are actually really important to you in your life and the things that you value and the things that you love the most, but it also is a good guide to lead you on your path of where you want to go and also a warning to where you don't want to go. Understanding the full scope of who you are and having that awareness lets you move forward in a more authentic way. It lets you be more of who you are, and it actually unlocks a lot of your powers as a person. With all of those energies happening, then we have the eclipse, which is also in Taurus. So now we have Taurus energy coming in. There's a lot of energy with Mars happening right now, which Mars has to do with taking action. And Taurus energy is very playful. It's very hardworking. It's an energy that's gonna ask you to really look at your emotional connections and ties to things and figure out what you really love on a deeper level. And Taurus is a very stable energy, but Taurus is also it's an energy that stands in its power. It's a very powerful energy of knowing. It's a very powerful energy of being unapologetically you. Between that and then the eclipse, which brings about illumination to a lot of darker sides to ourselves. It brings illumination to inner child work that maybe we need to do. Maybe we need some healing on that aspect. And it's going to bring about illumination to a lot of the things that we have maybe ignored or avoided, things that maybe have held us back for a really long time that we've avoided probably because of the emotional ties to that. But it's time to take your blindfold off. It's time to really put in the work. And when I say put in the work, I say put in the emotional work. For some of you, that may mean that you need to journal more. You may need to meditate more. For others of you, you may have been thinking about doing therapy to have a professional sit down and help work through some of these issues with you. And for others of you who are already on this healing journey, it's taking an even deeper dive into the things that you've already learned about yourself and the aspects of yourself that you've already started to understand. Because right now, not only are all these energies happening and they're all heightened because one is playing off the other and the other's playing off the other and they're all heightening each other. But right now is also a time where karmic cycles are ending and new beginnings are starting. So right now, what you really need to figure out is you need to work on your healing journey. Take a lot of rest because that's going to take a lot out of you emotionally and physically. So get plenty of rest, but also you're going to want to really get clear on what you want in your life moving forward. Get very clear on the things that you want to manifest in your life. Get very clear on the things that you need to release from your life. Get very clear on the things you need to heal in your life because you are being given an opportunity right now to start a whole new beginning for yourself, a whole new chapter of your life, a whole new story. And you, in order to achieve all the things that you want in that, you have to be very clear with the universe. So take time, make sure you think before you act or you speak this week especially. Emotions are going to be very high. There's going to be a lot of tension in the air. You may have trouble sleeping. You may have a loss of appetite. You may get a lot of headaches. All of that is natural. Make sure that you are resting. Make sure that you are taking care of your body, not only physically, but emotionally. Right now may be a really good time for you to work on a wellness plan instead of like a diet plan or, specific like working out health things. You may want to focus more on things that make you feel good. Okay, whether that's meditation or going for a walk, take time for you. And if you choose this path of healing for yourself, you will have a huge amount of abundance coming in because there are new energies coming in right now. And the universe is bringing back those karmic cycles of, okay, anybody who has karmic debts, those are getting closed out. But those of you who have good karmic debts, you have very good abundance coming in. And this is a great time and an auspicious time to start new projects, to take that leap into the new direction, to take that job that you never took, to start that business you want to start. Whatever your passion is, whatever your path is. But right now is an auspicious time. If you do this inner work right now, and you work on yourself and you get rid of these things that are holding you back, it's a very auspicious time to move forward with gratitude, with peace, with abundance and love into your life. So I hope that this energy update was helpful for you, and I hope that it gives you a bit of insight as to what you may be feeling and what the heck is going on. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and comment on it. I really appreciate it. Also, I love answering questions and things about these energies and about this stuff in general. So I'm always down to get comments from you all. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week. And thank you so much for stepping into my circle.